Somebody painted on the wall there. And here's a little map of what the hostel's all about. I stayed in the bunkhouse, which is right there. The main house, and we'll see that in a moment. They have camp spots all over the place, little cabins. They have the bus over there where Tree Man and his wife stayed last night. So here's the tiny cabins down here that they have, and the campsites are all down below. This is the main house itself where you check in. All right, man, you got a minute?
Take care, brother, yeah.
All right, trail name.
Fresh Prince.
Okay, where you from?
Philadelphia.
All right, Philly.
But it's Fresh Prince is in like footprints.
Yeah.
Instead of Prince.
Okay.
Started that way from the TV show.
Yeah, very cool.
I rejected that.
All right.
And then a week later, he was like, "What if we change it to Prince as in like footprints?"
I like it.
Like, all right, I'll take that. That's a lot better.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. When'd you leave?
I started the 21st with my dad.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. He did about 110 miles.
Awesome.
Never hiked before, never camped before. It's kind of weird taking care of him this time.
Yeah. Is he going to link up with you later on during
Philadelphia.
the hike? Oh, very cool.
He'll come out for like a day or two.
Yeah, very cool. That's
really
a
cool.
good dad-son bonding experience, I got to tell you.
Super grateful for that.
Yeah, what brought you out to the trail?
Been thinking about this for about 6 years.
Wow.
And actually, my grandfather, after World War II, worked for the forestry division and did a lot of help with the Appalachian Trail.
Wow.
And when he passed away about like 6 years ago, I thought about doing this.
Yeah, very
in
cool.
his memory, but for myself, but with him a little bit. So.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's a great thing. You'll be thinking about him as you're putting your Fresh Prince all over the trail, huh? What's after the trail for you? Going back to Philly, or?
Yeah, back to Philly, bartending again, working 2 more jobs, and then figuring it out from there.
Okay.
I got to plan the next trip, maybe like a long paddle trip. I got a canoe, so I want to do something like that.
Very cool. So I'm continuing the video, walking around here, nice fire pit. Most everybody's out of here, but the campsites are all down below here. Is the toilets are up top here, and the showers are down below. So they get showers on each side, and this is a nice little painting on the outside there. And this is kind of the men's side of the showers, as you can see, and it's it's like a big wash bucket, and you just turn the water on for a minute, it fills it up. Turn the water down below there, and then you get a kind of a rain shower on you. It's pretty cool. And they provide all the shampoo and stuff like that. And so for the ladies, I'm gonna have to go over and show you the ladies' side. I don't really think there's a men and women's side, but so this is a similar setup, and this is the this is the other shower here. So it's a pretty cool place. You already saw the bus over there. That's where Tree Man and Bobsled stayed. That's the bunkhouse right there. I'll give you a shot of that in just a moment. And definitely well-equipped toilets here. There's nobody in here. I guess there is. Okay. Don't want to walk in on them.
Right, I did.
Yeah. But a nice place. It was well worth the $30 or whatever I spent for this place. Hey.
Hey.
Good morning. And this is a bunkhouse. 2, 4, 6, 8 spots. I was up top there, a little precarious getting in and out, but all well. A couple of more NOBO hikers that I met last night.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I am No Worries.
Hot Buns.
We are from the beautiful state of Minnesota. Out here taking some time off, trying to live more intentionally, trying to get back to a simple life. Really a fan so far of Boots Off. We'll
Yeah,
probably be here for another day if that tells you anything.
Best
Yeah.
hostel we've seen.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's been a riot. You, if you want, you can also follow us at Traveling Outside the Bots.
Okay, is that Instagram or YouTube?
Instagram and YouTube.
Okay,
all
traveling
together.
outside the box. Okay.
And it ends with B-A-A-T-Z, our last name. So Traveling Outside the Bots. So
Okay, B-A-T-T.
2 A's, B-A-A-T-Z.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Appreciate meeting you. And are you off today?
I am off today.
All right.
Back on the trail, yeah.
Get
Got
it
to
done.
drag myself away from this place.
It is kind of nice.
But Hot Buns is a nurse as well.
Yes,
You got a quick story about how you got your trail name.
I do. So I just got this nice Patagonia puffy.
Very cool.
Right before the trail. Only
Yeah.
had it for about 3 days. We came upon Trail Magic. It was only about 12 degrees out, and so I was trying to warm up my tush, and I got a little too close to the propane heater. So I was aptly named Hot Buns
Well,
after
I
that.
tell you what, you still got a functional puffy,
Yeah.
and
Good
it's got
story.
a piece of duct tape, so that's 1,002 uses for duct tape,
That's right.
I'm on the northern edge right now of the Pond Mountain Wilderness of the Cherokee National Forest. Came across another kilt-wearing thru-hiker.
Named Driftwood from Houston, Texas, and just doing the trail. I've sectioned a little bit, just trying it through.
Very cool. And when'd you leave?
I left March 16th.
Yeah, and all going well?
All going well.
Yeah. What's after the trail?
Who knows? Work, I guess.
Yeah, back to the railroad?
Yeah.
All right. All righty. Driftwood, thank you very much for joining me. I'm doing about a 1,700 mile climb, and it hasn't been too bad. By Tennessee standards, it's been nice, almost riding like contour lines with little ups here and there. So it hadn't been too bad, and I'm nearly at the top. But I wanted to get this view. This is Lake Watauga, and maybe I need to zoom in a little bit for you. But that's the dam I was standing on yesterday, right there. Kind of came down. I was with this Irish guy, kind of glad because you know, we had to go around. The trail was pretty marked, and somewhere down in here, and I'm not sure. This might be the hostel or facilities or something down there. Kind of hard to see, but anyway, when you came through, you used to be able to walk right across the lake on a causeway, but because of all the terrific and horrific rain that the areas had, they've rerouted the trail, so we probably did a little extra walk. But Boots Off was a nice hostel, nice crew running it. They took good care of us. They took us out in town. We got some stuff and brought it back and did a little resupply. I didn't need a whole lot, but I definitely picked up 3 packets of Spam. I'm still into the Spam, and I'm doing a little different with my Ursack food bag now. And here it is, day 59. I'm still learning some stuff, but I put it on the bottom of my pack. It was a little wet from the rain. I have a compartment on the bottom that has my sleeping pad and my sleeping bag, and then I put the Ursack bag sort of on top of that. There's a little divider. Stupidly, I usually load up my snack pocket from my snack bag and pull out my lunch so I can keep them separate, but of course everything's in the Ursack on the bottom of my backpack. But I'll take a break somewhere along the line, and I think in a couple of days time I'll be in North Carolina, and then I'll be skirting the border back and forth North Carolina. I might have said this so I'm redundant, but it's interesting. Tennessee shelters have no privies, and a privy is kind of a nice thing, even though they can be gamey and all that. And I know it's yet another thing for the maintainers to take care of, but I don't know, I think it helps to leave no trace, because a couple of hikers were telling me that even some of the shelters will have a sign, you know, camp this way and poop this way. And I don't know. Talked to Ia, Panic, last night and this morning. They had a nice time. They were doing some, I'll call it glamping, on Renee and Gwen's new property. And they all had fun. I even, my buddy Renee, pretty handy dandy, even built a privy on his new property, at least for the camp out last night. Another woman hiker, and she's from a place close to home. Trail name?
So my trail name is Raven. My real name is Rachel. What else were you?
Where you from?
Yeah. I live in Northampton, Massachusetts right now, so out in Western Mass.
Yeah.
What brought me to the trail? Honestly, I was working a job that was all right, and I'd commute out to the Berkshires a lot, and I'd pass under the Appalachian Trail, and I'd look up and think, hey, I could be hiking that.
Very cool.
So, and also growing up in Mass, you hear
Yeah.
about the trail all the time.
Very cool. And when did you leave?
I left March 8th, and I
Yeah.
took a bunch of time off, and here I am.
And were you originally from in Massachusetts?
Sharon, Massachusetts.
Wow. Yeah.
And what are the other questions? What's next? I have no idea.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Steady. Real name Josh Garrett from Orlando, Florida. Instagram is at Joshua A. Garrett with 2 R's and 2 T's in Garrett. And I came out here for an adventure.
All right. I think you're finding one, right?
That's for sure.
And when did you leave?
The 17th of March.
Cool.
Good old St.
Cool.
Patty's Day.
Yeah, it's a good day. And what's after the trail for you?
The real world.
Real world. Yeah. You
Don't know
recently
yet.
recently grad from UCF, right? Central
Yep.
Florida.
I have a
Awesome.
long walk in the woods to think about what to do with the rest of my life.
You do indeed. You got plenty of miles ahead to contemplate what life after the trail is going to be all about. Just sitting here, taking a break, rearranged my pack, got my snacks and lunch and all that arranged. Things I should have done even before I left the hostel. And I've been hiking. I'm about almost 6 miles into my 15 or so day that I got planned. And I was listening to a podcast, I guess that's my excuse, and it was about the number 0. It was a Stuff You Should Know podcast. But anyway, I bumped into a number of thru hikers, and I interviewed a couple of them. I talked to a few of them. And I'm listening to this podcast, kind of got my ear into it. And up comes this guy with a red beard. And I said, holy smokes, are you thru hiking? And he said, yeah. I said, you look remarkably like a guy I just met at a hostel, no worries. And of course he looks at me like something's growing out of my forehead, and it says, yeah, that's me. And I look behind him, and 100 meters behind him is his wife, Hot Buns. And so I felt kind of sheepish, and I was thinking, man, this guy's got a doppelganger out there. I just presumed everybody there had already hiked this piece of the trail, but apparently they're filling in the gap, doing a short day, and filling in the gap that they hadn't done to test out the feet and some of the stuff that Hot Buns had put onto her shoes from the package she got. So they probably think I'm losing my mind. Maybe I am losing my mind a little bit out here. Across another NOBO hiker, and I like his pack.
Hey. I'm No Eyes. I'm originally out of Detroit, Michigan. I left Emicalola on the 18th of March and making my way.
Yeah, doing well. What's
Yeah.
after the hike for you, No Eyes?
It's up in the air at the moment. We'll see. We'll see.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Awesome. Well, we have a beautiful day. How's that?
Yeah. No rain, can't complain.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, No Eyes. All right, good talking to you and all the
Alrighty.
best. This is Laurel Fork Waterfall. This is the biggest one I've seen, and it is awesome. Massive hunk of rocks here. that's that formation that I saw up in the Shenandoah, where the rocks stack up on themselves like that. And the trail builders and maintainers built an awesome staircase coming up, similar to this, that I'm not going down. So I need 2 hands for this. 8 April, and I just left after beer, 2 burgers, a brownie, and it was all compliments of this crew right here.
Hey,
And
Spice Girl.
Spice Girl.
Tough Cookie. We hiked 2 years ago in 2017.
Awesome.
Had a great time.
And you guys are out here taking care of all the hikers. It's tremendous. There's White Blaze down there trying to pick up all the scraps from the hikers.
Yeah.
And this is Mom and Dad.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah.
From Central Kentucky.
Central Kentucky. You guys came all the way out here to support us. I tell you what, we're so happy.
Go Cats.
Yeah. You guys did a wonderful job. So I tell you what.
Carrying on the tradition of trail magic.
Yeah, I tell you, man, this is it for me too. This is like the 3rd trail magic, and this has been awesome. So I really appreciate it. I had to run all the way down the hill. I forgot to get them on video, you know. Came across another woman hiker.
Hi, I'm Honeybee. My real name's Rachel. I started March 29th. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. And I started the trail, or my boyfriend and I are hiking it together, but he's always way faster than me.
Very cool.
And we just decided why not, because the timing was right. So it was pretty
How old are you, Honeybee, if you don't mind me asking?
22. My
22.
birthday is in
Wow.
June.
Youngster.
So, yeah.
Youngster. So this could be a big transitionary point in your life,
Oh,
huh?
absolutely.
Awesome. What's post-trail life looking like? Do you know?
We have no idea.
You got 1,700 miles to think about it. So.
That's what we think. So we may move to a different state. I don't know.
Very cool.
Grasshopper is my trail name. I'm a northbounder. I'm roughly, 420 from Springer, something like that.
Yeah.
Getting close to it. Having a fabulous time. It's my 2nd through hike. I'm 68 years old. Did it before in 2011. And then worked for the state of New Jersey for 5 seasons as a ridge runner.
Awesome.
Bailing people out and teaching Leave No Trace and talking to kid groups and this sort of thing. So
Awesome.
it's an awesome adventure, and I would say you ought to come out here and join us, but then things would be too crowded, and I may as well be at home. So anyway, Godspeed to all of y'all back there, and be well. I'm going to Maine.
All right. Thank you very much, Grasshopper, and all the best on your hike.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I just had to stop here for a minute and show you some Mother Nature. There's a high flyer up above. Haven't seen a hawk in a while. This gigantic boulder. It looks like it's just getting ready to roll down the hill. Just gonna let this run for a minute to see if we can get the owls.